Ed, how the heck are you, my friend? Oh, oh, let me unmute you. There we go. You are now unmuted. Ah, can you hear me? I'm not hearing your mic, Ed. Not hearing your mic. Yeah, muscle car appraisal. I do the same thing. It just bothers me. I'll look at all this later. Right now I can't because it just bogs down everything. I don't even like having Twitter open when I'm live. And I've got a good system here. Hey Ed.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
Fantastic.
I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Or I mean Saturday.
Saturday. I'm thinking, oh shit, what?
Yeah, tomorrow's work. Even though I enjoy work, I do something I enjoy. I build things.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they last a long time. But what I would do if I win the lottery?
Yeah, what would you do, Ed?
I would. Well, my dad's passed.
Mm-hmm.
My brother's very successful and his children. I would set up my 3 kids and my grandchildren, depending, like if I won Mega,
Mm-hmm.
I would set up my kids and my step grandchildren. Then I would travel the world.
Travel the world. I forgot all about travel. Yes, Ed. Yes.
I've been to about all the lower 48, most of the provinces, and Mexico, and there's still so much in North America yet to see that I haven't seen already, and some of what I've seen I want to see 2 or 3 times.
Absolutely.
If not more. So, but I've always dreamt of going to Australia, New Zealand.
You can't do that. Brad won't let you.
At one time, South Africa, when I was really into surfing, but the way things are going there right now.
Yeah. Not very tourist friendly.
Especially if you're.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching a bit of that myself. So yeah, that's off my tourist list for now. But Australia's been on my wife's and I tourist list for a while.
Oh yeah, forever. And I was looking at a couple of fellow YouTubers in my niche. Went there and visited some other YouTubers in the gold prospecting niche.
Mm-hmm.
And I started letting the fingers do the walking a little, and the prices aren't that bad for a round trip.
Really?
Yeah, about $1,200.
$1,200 round trip? That's about what I spent to get to Amsterdam in about 2003. That's a pretty good deal. That is a pretty good deal.
Yeah, but I'd want then there's rental car, and then of course the fun money. And if Australia's the same, you have to have a round trip ticket.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have plenty of money and some other stuff involved in there. So, but like Dave said, I might be really tempted to burn my passport.
Well, with that kind of money, yep. That's what we used to call FU money.
Yeah.
I don't know how old the folks are in the, but clean that up a bit. Literally FU money, man. It was like you win that kind of dough, and you can do anything you want to. And I should have for the guests I should have said, all right, so if you won 100 million, because that's kind of like it's not the, it's not the 900 million, but it's not the 1 million either, because $1 million doesn't go that far these days, really, when you think about it.
Well, I'd still set up my kids, because if they play it smart, they could live well off of like 5 mil.
Yeah.
And then I would definitely still travel the world. And then I'm like you. I have an entrepreneur mentality. I'm not gonna kill myself for no other boss, but I would definitely invest in some things I have interest in, and I think's gonna be good.
Yeah. Yep. Same here. But family comes first, like you, and I would hope that everyone thinks that. Honestly,
would hope.
Yeah, they're going to come out of the woodwork anyway, right?
Yeah.
You might as well have a plan going in.
You'll have cousins you never knew you had.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
A brother, sister, or two. Or someone saying, "Hey, Dad." What do you mean, Dad?
Oh, man.
I don't remember you.
Oh, I'm not going to say that I have to blow it all in paternity tests, but you never know.
Well, you are a musician, so you know.
Fortunately for my wife, I was already married, and it wasn't a touring thing, so that's not.
She didn't have to worry about groupies in the tour bus.
Yeah, I didn't have to worry about that at all. No.
No one was pulling the trigger tonight, so I thought I'd break the ice.
That's fine, dude. Always a pleasure having you on, Ed. You know that. And we got to talk about Saturday. What time y'all thinking about meeting?
I want to get out of Pat's pretty early. But he mails books out to students or whatever, a book exchange thing. He has to do sometime in the morning. So, Monrovia, is that off of 70 to the west of you?
It's off 70 and then south, if memory serves.
Okay.
There's so many M's over there. There's Martinsville, there's Morgantown, there's so many M.
But I believe he said Monrovia. Like there's a BK and a Love's truck stop, or not a BK, but a Mickey D's there. And like meet at Mickey D's. He was saying, well, I want to get that done. I need to get it done before 10. And I'm like, dude, I want to be on the river by like 8. So it's a brook, a creek, than a river. I'm like, I'd rather be on the water by 8 than anything. You can go there anytime, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I know he can, because last time we were there really, really early.
There's Monrovia. It's just south of 70.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Very close to Mooresville. That's where I thought it was exactly. So yep.
So he was talking about maybe us meeting you at Mickey D's, grab a bite, and I'd probably have to have a couple more cups of coffee.
Of course.
Make sure my thermos is full. Something like that. I'll clarify it with you when I call when I get there tomorrow night.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully I'll get off work a little early. That way I could get home, unload my truck, load it up. But it's going to be the 3 of us. Jesse and Dano can't make it. Dano's father-in-law is in the hospital, and it could very well be his deathbed.
Oh, no.
So, he's doing what he has to do. So, and Jesse, we have to go check something out the weekend of the 20th, and he's on fixed income, more or less.
Sure.
So he don't want to inadvertently overextend himself with some unnecessary driving. We right now, as the channel in whole, our season coming up is a bit busier than it was last season. So, you know, pick and choose. So it's going to be Patrick, you and I on the stream. Cool. We're going to get you behind a gold dredge nozzle.
That's awesome.
We're going to shovel in my Max.
Just a second. Hey, have a good evening, Heritage Farms, Texas. Thanks so much for being here. And they're loving your hair, Ed. we've had like 3 or 4 compliments on the hair being out and in front there. So they love it. So it never looked good with long hair. Cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of rebellious in my old age. I could never have hair as long as I wanted when I was a kid, and now that it's me and I'm at the age where I just don't give a
don't give a nephew money.
yeah but I'm actually getting kind of sick of it, and I think it's getting to about the right length. I donate my hair to Wigs for Kids.
Yep.
And it has to be like 12 inches long.
Jelly
all
duck.
Natural, no dye, no bleach.
That's awesome. Jelly duck.
Yeah, outdoorsy girl, golden hair.
Golden hair. And Jelly duck says, you seem very hippie.
Hippie? What the hell are you talking about, boy?
Careful, Jelly duck.
I was born in the 60s, but I partied in the 80s.
Jelly duck. Now be easy on Jelly duck. He's over in Kuwait. He doesn't know that hippie has negative connotations over here for some people. It's not a bad word, Jelly duck. It's just it's.
I know some really cool hippies.
Oh yeah.
It might have some true libertarian viewpoints, and some would call liberal viewpoints, but not that liberal. Now, like I tell the guys at work, whenever they say hit the hippie word, I'm like, you know better, MF. Then they go, okay, long hair rocker, and I'm like, there you go.
There you go. It's a perception thing, Ed. It's a perception thing. And oh, by the way, Patty, I'm not going to tell you unless you come on the show. Don't tell her what instrument I play. Instruments.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Now, all you really have to do, Patty, is hit 1 or 2 of my other streams, and you'll see. But I really want you on the show. Have you ever?
Should come on.
Yeah. Have you ever seen her channel and the instrument she plays?
Oh yeah.
God, it's just so cool.
Part of the Niminati family, and hopefully she'll start hanging out in our live stream on Tuesday nights and become part of the Flash fam.
Oh yeah.
She's part of the Nez Nation, Niminati, and Creators Chaos family.
And she's almost a collar baller. I gave her a wrench because I've seen her around, and we've actually talked quite a bit.
But her instrument's beautiful.
Yeah, one of these days she's going to be a collar baller.
Tonight.
Hey, Angel Muniz, right? How you doing, buddy? Did you get my message on Twitter, Angel? Because last night I went ahead and I made a message right away. What did you see?
Oh, Angel.
I told Johnny what you play. Oh, he does. So Chrissy's husband plays the same thing.
Huh.
You really don't have to worry about it. If you got like a laptop, Patty, you can it should work just fine. Just make sure you use earbuds. That way we don't get any echo. And only watch the Zoom feed. Now, the link is in the description box in case you guys haven't figured that out, because I did get it in there, and I promise to be more consistent on that. That's just one of those things where it just passes up so quickly, and then like doing all these other things. So I'm making a concerted effort to make sure that's in the description box. But I wouldn't worry so much about your audio. Oh, good, Angel. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. So it'll be the three of us this weekend.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Be nice.
Yeah.
A little more. Well, I talked to Patrick. He's gonna. I thought about bringing two pieces of equipment.
Mm-hmm.
My 2-inch dredge and my high banker. I just turbocharged my high banker with Dream Mat, and
I heard you talking about on your show about that.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet, so I really want to get out. I'm not taking a box of cameras. You should see my tote I have for cameras, and I'll just probably use my phone and my gimbal, my Evo gimbal.
Yeah.
And maybe a GoPro or two, but I'm not gonna take that thing I had the other weekend when we went out, my Canon.
Yeah, that's hard to lug around.
Yeah.
I'll probably take my action cam and do some phone stuff, but this time I'm definitely gonna get me in the water, because last time it was all stand around video and no panning.
At least you found gold, which was cool.
Yes, yeah. That was cool.
But this time you're going to see a totally different Ed in the creek than you did last time.
Well, there probably won't be so much joking and smoking this time.
Very, very true. Mm-hmm. Very true.
And plus, you're teaching a newbie.
And this will be we'll be moving a lot more material, and I was thinking, like, when we run my high banker, you could shovel for a tank, or a half tank, whatever, and then we do a clean out. Bring a bucket. Bring a
5-gallon bucket, no problem.
Yeah, we'll do a clean out, and that will be all yours, and then I'll take over the number 2 and shovel for a while, and then we'll do a clean out on that, and that go over in my bucket, and back and forth. Of course, I'll pan here and there, because you want to make sure you're still on the color,
right?
Still getting golds, so you need to do a little sampling here and there of what you're running.
Sure.
We work this place a bit, so we know there's gold there. We have good ideas already, so it isn't a lot of time punching holes and doing a bunch of pans prospecting. We'll be actually doing a little small scale mining.
Cool.
So
yet another bring ibuprofen. Oh yeah, for my back, for sure.
Yeah, you might want to bring your Motrins or something. Yeah,
guys,
800 milligram Motins.
Yeah, I usually take the Aleve because they do the best job. Patty, you want to be able to share the array sound. I'm thinking that I would love to know how our two instruments would work together, if that's what you're saying. Because I can actually pull up your channel. We could listen to some of your stuff. I would love to do that as well. But yeah,
let's talk her into playing live.
Oh, that would be awesome. But she wants a better mic, even to come on with voice. I get it. You'll have to get a good mic, Patty, and then actually play live. Yeah, it's great. We've already gone. Patty, you weren't involved earlier, but Ed and I have already met up, and It was like what 3 weekends ago, something like that, 2 or 3
Yeah,
weekends ago.
about that.
hmm And we panned down in Morgan Monroe, Indiana. Of course, there's no gold in Indiana. Um, they planted all the color that was in my pan, but I did get to learn how to pan, and it was unbelievably
Yeah,
addicting.
we had it shipped here from Australia since there's no gold in Indiana.
Nope, nope, nope. There might be some in the Aleutian Islands, but that's about it. So anyone thinking of looking for gold in Indiana, just save your time and effort.
Yeah, or Ohio. Go up to Ontario, Canada. It's all there.
Yeah, exactly. We can ask all kinds of our friends about that. Oh, what was I gonna say? Dog nabbit. Oh well. Must not have been that. Oh, Woodstock. How did we get into Woodstock earlier? Maybe it was the hippie discussion.
Someone called me a hippie.
That's right.
Just, do you hear Judy?
I do.
She laughed and says, "You do look like a hippie." Whatever, honey. Oh, no, I don't. That's my producer in the background.
Yeah, she said, Patty says, that's what I wanted to do, share the array live when I call in.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
It's such a beautiful sounding instrument.
I know it. I know it. I need to put her playlist on.
How do you pronounce it, Jim? Array?
Yeah, just array.
Array.
I think. Check me if I'm wrong, Patty. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, check me if it,
Japanese flute?
it's not a Japanese flute. No.
Judy was saying she likes the Japanese flute.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have my on-air light on, so I don't think she's realizing that I'm actually live on air with you, Jim.
Probably not.
If it was during my show, I'd have the light on.
Oh, yeah.
Live! Big old red light.
I needed one. Oh, how do you, God, Arayambira. Arayambira.
Mbira?
Yep, Arayambira. Cool.
Arayambira.
Yeah, the full name is Arayambira. Awesome. Yeah. Watching, is that funny, Jelly Duck? Watching us try to stumble through that pronunciation.
You'll get a real laugh out of me, Jelly Duck.
Oh man, Arayambira. That's cool. Yeah, Patty, you got to get a good mic, or well, what do you record with now? It seems to record okay. You could use the same one as you create your videos with. Yeah, that's it. Mbira. Arayambira.
That's it.
Sweet.
Mbira.
Wow. I just realized how cool the name that really is. I say that all the time. Mbira. As though I were from Canada. Mbira.
That reminds me, I gotta make sure I bring your cup with me.
Oh, yeah. I've got one for you too. So.
Because here talking to you, I taking a drink and there it is, and I'm like,
I really need to order one from Teespring. The one they're smaller ones like yours. This one's giant. You'll let me know if you want one like this. If not, then I'll order one from Teespring.
Oh, whatever you got. That big one's good.
Yeah, it's one of the larger ones. It's not the Friends, the television show size, but it's a big one.
That's fine. No worries. No, I am only mostly messing about the hippie stuff, but that was a little ahead of my time. And to be honest, when I was younger, I didn't really. Yeah, I was more into like the Stones, the Kinks, Rolling, the Clash, Sex Pistols, suicidal tendencies, and Iron Maiden and Judas Priest and Scorpions and Metallica and Megadeth and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So I was pretty angry in my adolescence.
Mm.
So I was a surfing and skating beach bum with a lot of aggression.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
my music reflected it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know my musical taste. We already talked about them.
Oh, I do. My musical taste actually is very broad.
Yeah.
It goes from, I would say, Beethoven, Mozart to funk and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I like some of it all, and I dislike
All of it, some. That's great. That's actually a great line. I like. How did I say that?
Dislike all of some.
I like some of it all and all of it some.
Yeah.
God, are you guys writing this shit down? These are nuggets of gold. Oh, I missed this. A friend of mine won. This is Chrissy talking now, Outdoorsy gal. A friend of mine won $11.5 million. They have set their family up real good, bought their kids houses, and they are all set for life. As a friend, Chrissy, did you see any of that? I don't want to bring up any bad memories. But I don't think that I would ever ask anyone near and dear or even friends. I don't think I would care one way or the other. I wouldn't go after him for money, or beg for money or anything like that. I wonder if anyone has thought about that. I haven't thought about it until just now. What are you waving at, Ed?
Jarsh's metal detecting.
Oh, Jarsh's metal detecting. How you doing?
Welcome.
Yes, welcome. Mozart does rock. That's usually what I'll put on.
Mozart was the punk rocker of his time. and actually, like, Buddy Holly and the Crickets were actually considered a punk rock.
Yeah.
And well, punk rock just basically means garage band.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll put on classical music on long drives, or when I'm having real trouble falling asleep.
Yeah, studying. When I was quite older and went back to school,
mm-hmm.
I would listen to classical while I studied.
Oh yeah. Great study music.
When I slept, I would listen to my dictaphone tape of my class.
Awesome. Yeah, that is some great study music. Concentration music. Hell, I put some on when I'm editing videos. Come to think of it. Yeah. Jersha says, let's talk about tragically hip Rush, Pink Floyd. You'll have to go back and look at my top 5 albums video, Jersha's.
Rush is like one of the best 3-person band in the world.
Absolutely.
Floyd was a lot better when I was younger and I did things I shouldn't have.
Yeah, Pink Floyd was a great backing track, wasn't it? Oh, and she grew up a pianist. Oh man, classical was my thing.
Cool. Yeah, I took piano when I was younger. Played the sax in jazz band and marching band. But once I discovered really, it's all because of my 8th grade teacher.
Mm-hmm.
He introduced me to surfing. And doggone Bruce Colino, God rest your soul, rest in peace. But you, my man.
Oh, look, the classical music aficionado loves Pink Floyd.
Oh, Pink Floyd is
Patty,
great.
you're so all right in my book. So
And
all right in my book.
The Wall was an awesome movie too.
Oh yeah, I loved that. I actually got to see that in the theater.
Now
Yeah.
my son, he plays the bass.
Mm-hmm.
He's an aspiring writer, but he knows I like Floyd, and he's listened to The Wall with me several times before, saw the movie with me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he understands it. And one day I get a text from him and he goes, Dad, you know, Dark Side of the Moon just really bites.
What?
He was talking about what, the drum solo that went on forever or something like that.
Not on Dark Side of the Moon. Was he thinking of maybe he was thinking of Iron Butterfly.
Iron Butterfly was good too.
Yeah. And it's so funny to watch somebody who is just introduced to In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida for the first time, and then you allow them to listen to the rest of that album, and they're like, is this the same band? that thing hit, and I don't think they had but maybe one other that charted. Yes, Pink Floyd is awesome. They are fighting for the top spot in my book of all-time great bands.
Put up one of the most famous of all times musicians from Seattle up in the room, Jimi Hendrix.
Oh yeah,
where he's a legend. Technically, to Billboard, he's a one-hit wonder.
Really? Well, yeah. Although he had a lot of hits. Maybe it was posthumous after he died, but you know, there are a lot of his songs that still get airplay today.
Oh yeah, and by all rights.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And you know what he called Stevie Ray Vaughan? He said that guy is the blackest white guy I've ever met.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, he can sure tickle his strings.
Oh, he was a beast. He used strings so heavy that in order to emulate what he does, people have to use lighter strings because they can't move them.
Well,
yeah.
I bet you like Yngwie Malmsteen was probably into Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Who was that?
Oh, he was known back in the 80s, 90s, you know, kind of metalish with a classical twist.
Mm-hmm. Didn't ring a bell.
Google him sometime.
I don't even know if I could spell it.
Don't ask me.
Oh, man.
I know I can.
Was he a solo artist, or did he play with a particular band or something?
He might have pimped himself out, but I've only known about solo, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Jersh's Metal Detecting, he says Alex Lifeson is one of the most underrated guitarists out there. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. But then again, so is Geddy Lee as a bassist. I mean, that guy, I don't know why he's overlooked. You see some of the more popular bassists, and I know he gets a lot of accolades for that. But if anyone who knows, you know, how guitar works, and you watch him work it, it's just amazing, just absolutely amazing. And his dad played in a Pink Floyd tribute band. Jersh's Metal Detecting did.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
I've seen Triumph live.
Triumph. Oh yeah.
At LA Coliseum.
They had a really good run.
Oh geez, that was a long time ago and a lot of abuse. I think I saw
they were
George
both Canadian
at that concert.
I've seen George Thorogood.
Molly Hatchet, Triumph.
I've seen Molly Hatchet.
Good. Boy, I'd have
April
to dig
1.
back in the memory banks for that.
I saw April Wine when one of my local bands, August Heat, back in the day, late 70s, opened for them here in Indy. It was awesome.
Never seen them.
Oh, you hadn't seen April Wine? They were pretty in and out. I mean, they I don't know how long they were together, maybe 5, 6 years, something like that. Yeah, I've seen Rush 6 or 7 times. I lost track in the 90s. I haven't seen him since, and of course I can't now.
You would get along with a friend of mine I grew up with. He's a drummer and he loves Rush.
Oh, those drummers, man.
A friend of mine from Anaheim, Ross. He's an excellent drummer too.
Yeah. Nobody loves the drummer.
Led Zeppelin. Oh boy, were the Who wrong about them?
I have a love-hate relationship with Led Zeppelin. There are some songs that I just absolutely love, and there are some that I can't stand to listen to. The Immigrant Song is one of them. I just hate that. Oh, God.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just hate that for some reason.
That's one of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs.
Is it really? Oh man, that one just it's like nails on a chalkboard for me.
Good, so I will go.
Yeah, try to emulate it.
Oh yeah, I like Houses of the Holy and some of them, but that's how I am with pretty much every band.
Mm-hmm.
Every single band has good and bad, and at least they're out doing what they do, and what they love.
Oh yeah. Boy, was I wrong about April Wine. Looks like 16-year run, and then they got back together in 92 to present. Wow. I only know of 2 of their songs. I remember having an album, but I didn't listen to it all that often. There was Sign of the Gypsy Queen, which I used to play in a cover band, and If You See K, Tell Her I Love Her.
Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, that's when Stairway to Heaven.
Which one, Jelly Duck? The If You See K? Yeah, there are some pretty cool double entendres in those lyrics for sure.
Yeah,
Neil Peart, the best drummer, absolutely.
But Neil Diamond has good music. Steppenwolf.
Oh, I love Steppenwolf.
Supertramp.
Love Supertramp.
Oh yeah, I got in trouble once because I think it was a Supertramp album had girls' boobs on it. I was a wee little kid, and my mom didn't like it. She was a good, stern Baptist woman. Didn't like having boobies on my album covers.
Yeah. What about Journey? I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Journey too. If you want to see a drummer that can sing just like Stephen Perry, go look at Dean. What's his last name? I'll have to think about that for a minute. He got in trouble and had to leave the band, but man, he could crank out some of those Steve Perry songs just like Steve Perry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is actually before that Arnell kid got on the scene.
Actually, I've heard drummers end up being pretty good vocalists. Look at Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, Don Henley.
Yeah.
Levon Helms. Let me think if I can think of any more. There are a bunch of them out there. I'm not coming up with any of them. I wish I could remember what Dean's name is. Because I love watching those videos. And I'm actually more in Dean's register than I am Stephen Perry's. So I do like to sing some of those songs that he sings.
Boston, Steve Miller Band. They're naming off a lot of good stuff.
Castronovo. Thank you, David, the producer.
Three Dog Night, Supertramp, we said them, but
Dean Castronovo. Go listen to some of him, his vocals. if you get a
Yeah,
chance.
but what's funny is I like Genesis better than Phil Collins.
Me too. Me too. Well,
Phil Collins is great.
The mid years, I didn't like it when Peter Gabriel was the head of that band. It was a little too eclectic. Peter Gabriel, I was fine with when he went solo, but it was a little, it was a little too weird when he was with Genesis. But I agree with you. Look, we're all into music here.
Boston was my first big, huge stadium. Oh no, I take that back. Styx was my first big, huge stadium. The LA Forum where the Lakers play.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first big stadium type concert.
Do you remember what year that was?
Oh no.
Well, here.
Early 80s.
Oh, okay. So it was beyond their Grand Illusion album, which is their major breakthrough.
It might have been right around the Grand Illusion.
Well, Grand Illusion came out,
come on,
I want to say 78, 79. Yeah, I do. I love Styx too.
Actually, it might have been even back then.
I'm sure the chat's going to tell us here in a minute. somebody's pounding Google for these, which is awesome. Yeah, I love Queen too. And I mentioned this on my 5-album show that The Who, I was just never into The Who that much. Aerosmith.
I love
yeah.
The Who.
But let
me.
Yeah.
Tommy, it had its day, but
Yep.
But Quadrophenia was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like Baba O'Reilly's probably one of my favorite songs by The Who.
Yeah.
A lot of you would know it as Teenage Wasteland.
We got a trivia question. Jerse's Metal Detecting is asking, here's a trivia question for you, Jim and Ed. Who did Neil Peart name as one of the best drummers next to him? He says this is a shocker. I have about 3 guesses. I should know this, but I can only guess. My first inclination is going to be Buddy Rich.
Keith Moon.
Yes, Come Sail Away on. That's on the Grand Illusion. You know, I like a lot of Styx early stuff. Equinox, I love that album. Absolutely love that album.
Yeah, they with their Mr. Roboto crap,
that's when I lost interest. Yeah, I totally lost interest.
That's like Queen. I saw Queen way back there, and Queen's a phenomenal group, but you know, bicycle races kind of sucked. News of the World, it was a major disappointment. Go back to stuff like Sheer Heart Attack and Queen 2 and Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yep. Jelly Duck says it's Bohemian Rhapsody is really stuck in my head, and I love it. Wait till you have
song with quite the story.
Yeah, wait till you have grandchildren or children in Jelly Duck. Then it's going to be Baby Shark, doo 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 doo, Baby Shark. You're all welcome. You're all welcome out there.
Funny when I talk about this at work tomorrow. Actually,
you're just lucky I didn't throw any carpenters out there.
I did my brain like all day.
I know. You don't even realize it. When my granddaughter comes over, that's the first thing she does. You know, she just does it like this because she's only a year and a half. But I know exactly what she's talking about. Johnny says John Bonham on that question.
Oh, Bonham.
You didn't answer, Ed. You didn't answer.
I said Keith Moon.
Oh, you said Keith Moon. Oh, okay. I thought you were reacting to The Who. Keith Moon, he kind of wasted his talent in a way, right? he if he'd have stayed away from the drugs, he probably, number one, he'd probably be alive today, but he would have been so much better because he was so very talented. That's what bothers me about Keith Moon.
Yeah, but that happens to way too many.
It really does. It really does. Are we close, Jershus? Got to know. Bus drivers, pain. Oh man, those things kill me.
But Bonham was a great. Led Zeppelin's drummer was excellent.
Oh man, I love John Bonham. He's one of my idols. What?
Tommy Lee.
No way.
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee. Did you guys ever see Tommy Lee when he went back to college and he maybe this was all producer bullshit, but he went back to college and of course he joined the drum corps and it was a whole reality show around it, and he struggled his ass off to do any sort of rudiments whatsoever. I can't believe that. Oh, Patty, did you know that in her day, Karen Carpenter was considered one of the best drummers around?
The Carpenters was a good group.
Absolutely. But she killed it on the drums. She absolutely killed it on the drums. Wow.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
I'm almost disappointed in Neil. I'd still have him on the show, but I'm so disappointed that it would be Tommy Lee. I don't know that I've heard anything extraordinary out of Tommy Lee. I mean, you know, he plays great. I don't have any problem with him.
Right. Now there's a rockin' Seattle band right there.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
I love Queensryche. They're like always on the sidelines. You don't think about them until somebody, you know, pops in with it.
The Queen of the Right.
Oh man. Patty's digging Silent Lucidity. That's the one that broke them out with MTV. I'll never forget that video when it hit.
MTV. Yeah, I remember when that first came out. Now they don't play no music at all.
No. And you know when I lost my zeal for Guns N' Roses was when I was backstage working at the television station. I think it was '93, and I learned then, before most people knew that Axl Rose was an asshole. I learned that then, and I couldn't even get into the music after that. I mean, he was a total dick, really.
Like David Lee Roth.
Yeah, well, you know, the funny part about David Lee Roth is that if he's got something to gain by talking to you, then he's the nicest guy in the world. Otherwise, you know, you're noise.
One of the few times I'm from Orange County, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Van Halen was playing garage band parties when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they made it big up on the strip, you know, Whiskey a Go Go and the Starwood and stuff, and Madam Wong's. But yeah, I saw him at the Yes Festival, I believe in '81.
Mm-hmm.
He came out on stage. You know, at that time they were having they had a lot of skeletons in their closets and a lot of monkeys on their backs and demons, their own demons they're dealing with. But David Lee Roth was screwing up his lyrics. He was totally inebriated, stumbling all around. And it's like 120 out in this desert at the state park where it was.
Wow.
And this guy is squirting him with a water bottle.
Really?
And
on purpose?
Yeah.
To kind of get him straightened up.
I don't really know why. Everyone's squirting everybody.
Oh.
It felt good, you know. You're out with 1 billion people in the hot blazing sun. We're all stoned and wasted anyway. and all he says is, "You squirt me again."
MF.
I'm gonna effing your girlfriend right here.
Nice. Oh, to be a rock star. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if I said this earlier. I had a
But
similar experience, but not the. Were you not done with that? Go ahead if you have more on that.
I was gonna say, but there is no Van Halen without Diamond Dave.
Yeah.
I don't go for Van Hagar.
I didn't mind Van Hagar. I really didn't mind Van Hagar at all. Beyond that, it sucked.
It sounded
But
like Sammy Hagar.
oh, I know, but
Eddie
with better
playing
musicians though.
Yeah.
That was my thing, and I like Sammy Hagar's voice. I like how he sings, and I like how he
I
writes.
like Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
Alone.
Yeah. I liked him with Van Halen too. I might be an outlier in that, but I did like me some Van Hagar until
They
it got.
did have some good songs,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
I have to admit, when I've seen Van Halen when they were hungry,
Mm,
and doing their show because they're hungry
yeah.
and they love it and they're hungry, they were stellar.
Mm-hmm.
They were stellar. Alex, Eddie, I forget the bass player's name, but
Michael.
no, Michael, yeah.
Yep.
But
His last name.
they put on a stellar show.
Yeah.
But Ozzy was pretty inebriated at that concert too.
Oh, Ozzy was, yeah. Well, surprise, right?
Yeah.
Bob Dipp, welcome to the show. He says, would you believe I never paid to see the concerts I attended? Not one concert.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Pleasure to see you, man.
When
What was your secret? That's what I want to know. What was your secret?
When I worked at Satellite Music Network in Dallas, Texas, I never had to pay for a show.
Oh, yeah. Well, when I was in broadcast television, I didn't have to pay for any sporting events or concerts, but that, I had years before that I had to pay for concerts.
Anthony, ain't that the drummer's name on Van Halen? Anthony?
Oh, no, it's the other Van Halen brother, Eric.
Or a bass guitarist.
Yeah, Anthony.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What did I say? Didn't I say Anthony? I can't
Mike.
remember his last. Oh, Michael Anthony. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep, Michael Anthony. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. A Nazi equals inebriated most of the time. I think he's clean and sober now.
I think so.
Yeah, which is cool. For him. Yeah, but my worst concert, you're talking about that David Lee Roth thing, was Aerosmith.
Woody Harrelson.
What's that?
Yeah. I wish I had his paychecks.
Yeah, don't we all?
Natural Born Killers. That was a terrible movie to work with. It was so.
So Papa Poetry's calling you Woody Harrelson?
Yeah. Is that Woody Harrelson?
So what was it like working on White Men Can't Jump? How was that movie?
They had to put springs in my soul so I could literally jump as well as I did in that.
Was Jennifer Lawrence, was she really on fire in that could go on. Was Sam really wearing a wig in Cheers? Come on, Woody, tell us. Spill the secrets, man. We want to know.
Oh, you worked camera at the concert.
Oh, there you go.
Worked security.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's how you do it. That is how you do it.
John Denver, he had his day. Yeah.
Did you see Patty's post? Hers was America, and she spent the best song Wildfire in the bathroom with my best friend while she threw up tomatoes she ate from Mexico. Oh, man, have you not seen Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke? You don't eat anything in some of those towns in Mexico. Remember Cheech having that burrito? Oh, I think or Tommy Chong says, oh, I think it's great. And no, I haven't seen that Motley Crue movie yet. I did.
It ain't that bad, actually.
Really?
Even though of course, it's a movie.
Yeah.
And from what I hear, it does follow somewhat well, but you know, they when
I'm sorry.
Vince Neil got in the crash, it was a
Oh,
lot more devastating to him than they portray in the movie.
yep. Now,
And there's some other issues and stuff.
yeah, I
But
actually,
it wasn't bad.
I actually read that. Did you see Puppet Poetry? I loved you on Cheers, sir.
Yeah, I saw that. Place where
Yeah, but
we all
don't typecast Woody.
yeah.
Oh, I want to shoot the horse with no name. Oh man.
I went through the desert on a horse with no name.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this on my 5 albums. I love Aerosmith, but they were by far the worst concert I ever went to. By
See
far.
him in Boston.
Well, now you got to remember this was 1976, and it was the 4th of July. It happened on 4th of July concert. They came out well before the concert was going off. People were doing bottle rockets and throwing sprinklers all over the place. So Aerosmith comes out, and they're so wasted. I didn't even know it was Aerosmith. Now, mind you, we had stuffed our tube socks. Yeah, we wore tube socks back in the day with beers.
Hurry back, Patty.
Yeah, hurry back. Yeah, we literally had like 4 or 5 beers apiece in our tube socks. So we, get in and we go up and we wouldn't have to pay for any beer or anything. Of course, we were underage anyway. And so we were way up high. We wanted to be away from most people. They came out. I didn't even know it was Aerosmith. And then the bottle rockets started. I think the crowd got pissed off. And they were tossing sprinklers up on stage. A couple of them got caught in the lighting. They shut the concert down. Somebody had to go up there and put the fire out. And they came back on, and they still didn't sound like Aerosmith. Oh, it was awful. Awful. Of course, I had fun because we were up there smoking, drinking, and joking.
I really like Toys in the Attic.
Oh, I love that album. Yep.
Their newer stuff was epic. And they have stuff I was disappointed with.
Yep. Get Your Wings, great album.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic album. But that's when they were hungry,
Yeah. It's like college ball puts to shame pro.
Yeah. Yep.
They're hungry in college and they're trying to make the pros. So they try harder. They they become a pro and they hurt their ankle in practice and end up getting a free ride all season while they're in rehab in the pros.
You know what one of my favorite songs is? You'll have to look at it in the chat, Ed.
Tony Bennett. Oh.
You've got a request. Act like he's here. Act like he's here.
but I don't say run to the hills when I do it.
What do you say?
Ron.
Oh, Ron to the hills. There you go, Chrissy.
Run for the street. I have a song kind of around that.
Oh, wrapped around him?
Yeah. He makes a really good river sleuths, right?
Does he?
Yeah, and I just always think of Maiden, and they're awesome in concert. But I think of Maiden whenever he comes in, and it just turned into a thing with me going, I've actually had people give me super chats to do that crud. And so one day driving home, I'm working in Huntington, Indiana, and I'm driving home. It's a good almost 2 hours. So I'm like, have my phone on voice record, and I'm like, run for the hill, run to the stream, run for the hills, mining. Grab your creek critter, head for the brook. digging and shoveling's the game. Digging and sifting and blah, 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 blah. I don't remember. I haven't got into it for a couple of weeks, but I want to actually make a commercial for Ron.
Oh, cool.
I really like his product. I own one. I use it. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good tool to have at the right place.
Yeah.
But yeah, my audience over with Chrissy and Bob Dip and maybe some others are here. Patty, yeah, she started joining us.
Oh, has she?
Well, yeah, she's been to a couple of my streams.
Hey, Manic Magic, how you doing, buddy?
It's nice to see people outside of my niche that I know through, like the Niminati and like Nez Nation, Professor Nez, and some of the other niches. And when they come visit you, actually, I had Dean Niman watch my last mail call video.
Wow, cool.
And I was rather shocked. It pleased me. But I've had actually Brian G. Johnson comment on a video of mine too.
Oh, very cool.
I would love them to come into a live stream though, into a live show, especially the way I'm so happy
now. Yeah.
Oh, so happy.
Killing it, dude. Yeah, you didn't have any hiccups at all, did you?
No, it seemed to go flawless Tuesday night. I was so happy. I was so stoked.
I was happy for you.
I wanted to come over here. I wanted to flash mob you, but our show lasted 3.5 hours, and it went by like nothing.
Wow.
And
oh, by the way, I need to say goodbye to Tony. Viewed this. He's probably gone, but thanks for being here, Tony, as always, man. Thanks for being here as always. And Outdoorsy Gal says, what did she say there? Oh, one day I will learn how to do super chats. Well, I can't do super chats yet because I'm not 1,000, 4,000, but you can send your checks to Indiana, care of Video Calling Show.
Yeah, you have to be monetized to be able to receive super chats.
Yes.
But next time you're watching, Chris, you feel inclinated to tip me, just hit that little dollar bill next to that smiley face below where you type.
Yep, it'll ask you for a credit card, and boom, it's just that seamless.
Or PayPal.
Or PayPal, yeah, or PayPal. Yeah, I sent one to Pusa today, as a matter of fact. He and I had an off-camera Zoom conference. Was it yesterday morning? Yeah, yesterday morning. And he gave me some information that it was really nice of him to go out of his way to give me. And so on his stream today, I threw him a 10 spot just for really just for fun as far as everyone else was concerned. But that what a great guy. I mean, going out of his way that way to talk to me, that was awesome. That was awesome. And I'll probably talk to you about it Saturday, Ed. If that.
Oh, right on,
yep.
Right on.
It's just really a heads up.
Wife seem like really great people.
They do. They really do.
I'd like to go into so many people's streams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like you, we're working on ours.
Mm-hmm. Somebody says they accept PayPal, and I'm just pointing to mine. Or merch. You can go to my channel or down in the description and buy some merch if you want to. You can become a caller baller even if you don't come on the show. I don't mind.
Actually, I need to go to your merch store. I like your logo,
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna help you put together something, dude. I'm bound to determine.
Video call-in show, it all looks good, and I know you're a little bit of your history being in graphic arts and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm great, but I can muddle my way through pretty well.
You seem to do a good job.
Thanks, man. Oh man, look, it's 11:30, Ed. We need to wrap
Yeah,
this up so you can get to
time
work.
flies. You're a half hour past your normal time. You've
I
been
know
going
this.
over lately.
Yeah, well, you know what I've seen in the chats is, oh, over already, and then I've seen some people come in late, and I'm like, you know, I can stretch it a bit more than an hour, especially when there's good conversation happening both, on screen and in the chat. I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. Now, outdoorsy gal, I haven't forgotten about you, hun. I'm actually I got some ideas in my head, and I'm also working on one. And now don't overtax me here, but because I'm doing this to myself, nobody's asking me to do it. But I'm also thinking about one for muscle car appraisal because I got a wonderful idea in my head for both those guys as well.
Well,
So
Chrissy, check out people like Nick and Dee Nimmin, uh, Brian G. Johnson, but for different reasons. and just even if you don't get a channel review, look, listen, and learn.
Yep.
And apply what you hear and learn from others' reviews and apply it to your own.
Absolutely.
And your channel, more people will discover you through your channel than anywhere else. And it's like, that's your first impression. So like you said in your own reviews here, Jim, you wanna give it all out there right there.
Yep.
What your channel's all about, what's your schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And like my only rigid schedule is Tuesday night Hangout Live, 8 o'clock. Show must go on. I don't care. Christmas, New Year's, I'm sick, it goes on. And have it so you could read it on all platforms.
Mm-hmm.
or devices rather.
Yes.
Tablets, cell phones, because mobile usage on YouTube is growing phenomenally.
Oh, it is. Absolutely. If you look at your stats, you're going to find out it's approaching 60-40. It's been a little over 50-50 for a while, but it is approaching 60-40, and it's going to surpass that. Thank you, Outdoorsy Gal. Thank you so much. And what else did I miss here a minute ago? Oh, Patty. Yeah, I know. It is really tough making all the live streams because you do want to meet new people. And when I posted in Pooses today, I said, look, subscribe to your tastes, and expect everyone else to do it. When I go on live streams, I'm not looking for subscribers. I'm just looking for new people to meet who might enjoy what I do. That's the only reason I go on there, literally. Well, that and to have fun with all my friends, but you know what I mean. From an exposure standpoint.
I go to them because I like the camaraderie.
Yeah.
You could really end up meeting some really cool people.
Absolutely, which we have, haven't we?
Yeah.
You and I met at one of the chat rooms.
Yeah.
Yep, on a live stream. But yeah.
I think it was Nimmin Live.
I think it was. And I met a lot of nice. I wish they'd start those Saturdays up again, although it's getting summer now. It's going to be hard to sit there, on a Saturday and.
Well, yeah, this time of year, it's starting to be my busy season for my channel.
Yes.
So I'll be out on the stream a lot more. I'll have outings and events on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, I'll probably be missing a lot more of Professor Nez's, and he's pretty much a life coach and talks on branding.
Mm-hmm.
He focuses a lot on branding and stuff. Where Nick and Dee, Dee's all mobile devices. I was all PC, but now my new phone takes a lot better video and a lot better pictures, so I want to utilize it more now too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, there's such a lot, but you want to, there's some that are pretty much echoing what the others do.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, Wisco Style, we'll see you, buddy. If I haven't missed you already, I'm sorry. Grant Foster's Brent Ariels says, "Am I paid overtime?" God, I wish.
Checks in the mail.
Yeah, I don't have a 9 to 5 right now. I'm completely I'm an independent contractor, which I've found myself in several times since probably 1989. But let's see. He also said, "Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, it was Pusa or CDH. Canadian Drone Hub. Absolutely. Yep. I've been active on both of those. Yeah, it's so fun to go in there and actually talk to a whole bunch of people you think you know. I mean, you develop a relationship even if it's in text, and if they like what you do, it's just a bonus plan. Hey, Dole Whip Dad, you're coming in on the end of it, my friend. Oh, Dole Whip. Do you live stream with your phone? I hope not, man, because we were told earlier that it's dead now. It's dead. That sucks. That's going to be another show. I'll probably hit that next week once I research it a bit more.
I'll do what I can, Chrissy.
What did she ask?
I'll send her some links like through Facebook Messenger and stuff. But just search Nick and Dean Nimmin.
2 M's.
Yeah. Nimmin. And you'll find them. No doubt about it. You'll find them. Brian G. Johnson.
That's an easy one.
He wrote a book, Tube Rituals, and he has a lot of good advice. There's a few other, right. Daryl Eves, Tim Schmoyer, and then there's other good channels that are good for networking and stuff, like Pooja Studios, Yankee Outdoors.
Hang on, Ed. Yeah, I do work on that audio, Patty, and hey, have a good evening, hon. Thanks so much for being here. She says night to all, so that's awesome.
Night, Patty.
Good night, Patty. Rochester to the Gnome.
Joining us.
Yes, thanks so much.
And everyone else I missed, because I don't know how you keep up with chat so well. I'm so glad I have Jesse and Dano help me with it.
Well, you've seen my screen, right? And I'm getting better at it because I've repositioned.
Those 2 vertical ones.
Right, I've got the 2 vertical ones. Well, I've got one on this side that's entire, almost the entire height. But I also have the zoom feed, the Q for my zoom, and actually I have an Explorer open so I can drag files if I need to into vMix, which is over here. And then my browser is right in front of me, and then you are on that monitor right there. That's why I can look right at you.
Right.
And that's an output of vMix.
The one in your teleprompter, right?
Yes. So it sits flat on the teleprompter, and it's literally, I'm looking straight through the monitor into the camera.
Right at you.
Yeah, exactly. That took a long time to think through.
You want to make it so you're always looking in your camera, so you're looking at them.
Right.
See, I have 3 monitors, nothing like your setup, and they're dinosaurs too.
Well, you've got yours over the shoulder though. You're side by side with me, which makes it a little more important to be straight on the eyeballs. But yeah, you got an over the shoulder, so everybody knows that they're disconnected. This is supposed to look like we're in the same room. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's my production background coming to the surface again. Well, Ed, now we've gone past 11:30, which is fine, but I think I'm gonna shut her down for tonight, and tomorrow night open it up for. Yes, it is Outdoorsy Gal. It is attached right to the edge of my desk. It's the blue Compass mic arm. It's about retails for about $100. It hides the cable inside, the mic cable inside the actual mount. And once you get it dialed in, it's fantastic. It's heavy duty as all get out.
That is a nice mic stand. Mine's a cheaper one, but I'm actually using my boom mic stand now, which, I can't adjust it like that. It's either lower or up.
Well, the reason I went with one of these was because I want to talk directly in the mic. I can keep the gain down. That way you don't hear a lot of room. I haven't sound treated this room yet, so that's why you don't hear a lot of echo or even a little bit of room reverb. It's because I'm talking right into the mic.
Right.
That works so well when you're trying to mix it. Believe me.
I just put sound squares up on the wall right in front of me.
There you go. There you go.
Yep. I need to figure out something different. 2 of them are falling.
Hey, order some egg crate foam off of like eBay. You can get a whole sheet of it for like, $30-40. And that stuff will absorb better than any horse blanket or shag carpet. I was just at a radio station the other day. Shag carpeting. Yeah, those are the pro ones. Those are good. It's made out of the same stuff though as the egg crate foam that I put in my speakers. Mm-hmm.
I have charcoal and blue.
Yep.
2 of my favorite colors, black and blue.
That sounds painful.
It was when I was the youngest of all boys.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
But I tell you this, my friend, no one ever beat me as more than my own brothers. And no one ever will either.
Oh,
Hey, you learn how to fight when you're the youngest of all boys.
Yes, you do. Ask my brother.
Oh, I definitely get that. But I hear you. I still won't get to bed before midnight.
Yep. Too much to do even now.
Every morning at 5 a.m.
Dude.
I'm just glad I'm not self-employed anymore outside of my other irons.
Uh-huh.
But I've been my own contractor and my own boss most of my life.
Yeah.
But my stress levels were awful. Now I don't even think about work when I come home.
Cool. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
I think about work 24/7 still to this day. Something I need to do for a client here. Something,
Well, see, you're still doing it though.
True.
Where now I'm working for a general.
Oh, okay.
I do my job. I go to the job site. I do my job. I come home, and
pressure's off.
When I come home, I think about my other iron.
Yes. Yep. Hey, good night, Dole Whip Dad. Thanks for being here, man.
Still got everybody else.
Yeah, still got to get him on here.
Oh yeah, all of you.
Well, a lot of these guys have been on. Like Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch. He's going to show up. But Outdoorsy Girl, Manic Magic, Above and Beyond, Arthur Moorhead. Yeah, there's a ton of people in here that've been on. That's why they got the blue wrench. That's a silly thing to do, I know, but any incentive is a little incentive.
I really like Pooja Studios Blue Wrench Group.
I do too. I've sent several of the selfies, to his Twitter feed, just having fun with him.
I'm guilty of that too.
Well,
but it's a cool way. I like their style. I do too.
And he's as nice off camera as he is on. He really is.
Well, if you can't be real, why do it?
Exactly. And all you guys have to do is ask when Champworks Garage comes in here, say, is this fake dad or is this real dad? He'll tell you. I am no. Well, Ed will tell you. Ed's met me in person, and so is Tim Yawns, and I'm the same guy on camera as I am off.
You sure definitely appeared that way when I met you.
And I know you are. You absolutely are. Yeah. Oh, so it's the gym we're talking about, maybe. I eat, sleep, and drink work. This is Muscle Car Appraisal. Oops, where'd it go? I tell all my customers if I'm awake, I'll answer the phone, so call anytime. That's me, Jim. Or Bob. Absolutely. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, do that, Above and Beyond, because I just talked to my brother-in-law, and he just bought one. And now I got a close buddy to fly with, And he and I, this is a brother-in-law that I've known for probably 32 years. No, yeah, about 32 years. Yeah. Married my wife's sister, and we used to do the RC cars in the 80s on a team. One of these days I'll drag up that picture. We were racing all over the state of Indiana, so we're very familiar with RC stuff. And yeah, I got to learn more about them. Absolutely. See, Ed, I told you, man, I'm a man of 1,000 hobbies.
Oh yeah, you did with that.
I just
added another one to it.
I just hope that that I die happy doing one. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, definitely.
Oh, it's Jim. Okay. Well, Jim, you're now a Blue Wrench. Of course, you've been on the show, and we'll have to get you back too, man, because I want to talk about your and Bob's adventures into live streaming. And Dangerous Criminal, she's been on as well. How you doing, hun? You guys are late bloomers here. I'm getting ready to shut her down. We're working on 2 hours now. Ed, you're keeping
I
it.
have the C9 2022 and the 20, both good vid cams. The Bravo was a little out of my price range at this time. It was a little over $100.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, that Logitech's pretty good though. I think Wacky's using that as well. He just had an equipment overview video go up, and of course I had to watch it, being the geek that I am.
What camera am I using right now? I'm using the 920 right now, and not the 22.
Yeah, they're both. I have one. I don't remember which one it is that I was using just for teleconferences, business teleconferences before I had this set up. It's nice little camera. Nice little camera. Beats a crap out of what comes on most of the PCs. The Macintosh, the Apples, they have pretty good cameras.
Oh, Bobby Dip, yeah, RC Sparks. They have a cool mining operation with RC equipment. The Trommel. They're doing a whole strip mine with RC stuff. RC Sparks. Bob Dip brought them up.
Oh, cool. RC Sparks? Yeah. Yep, I'm familiar. Chrissy, no problem, hon. In fact, every one of you guys who have been on the show, you know that I put you into guest cuts. I take out all the chatter that I end up doing and kind of compact it in there. And you guys are able to link to that and put it on your social media, put it on your own channels. Like I've got, my guest appearances down at the bottom of my channel. Ed's got some of these on his. Wisco Styles got them on his. Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the reasons I want you guys to join the show, is so that you can create content. People get to know you better. That's part of my mission for you.
And it's an instant, like you've said 100 times, Jim. It's an instant collaboration.
Yeah, it's a collaboration without trying. All you got to do is come on and talk. I'll ask you as many silly questions as I possibly can.
And if a guy like me can do it, anyone can do it.
Well, Ed, you're a pro. Hey, look, Outdoors with Eric is here, and he hasn't started talking about melons yet. Sweet, we're already ahead of the game. All right, Ed. Eric, you came in at the end.
How you doing, Mittens? I like the new name, though.
I do too. Took me a minute to get used to it. It was a running joke there for a while because I wasn't aware of it, that he had actually changed it. So I was thinking it was a separate person. It just didn't.
I was at the Niman live stream when he was asked about it.
Oh, I've we've talked about it. I was on his stream when he was contemplating different names, and it just didn't occur to me. I don't think so tonight. Above and Beyond, I've how many times? Just one deep dive for you, Ed?
You've had one deep dive. Yes.
One deep dive with you.
Deep dive.
Do you want to do a deep dive? We can close the show out with a deep dive. I'll have to find some questions here. Yep.
There you go, Eric.
Oh, that's right. Eric just got back from his vacation. Welcome back. Hope it was great, man. It looked like some of the videos you were having fun. I'm sorry that the snorkel stunk. I'm just proving. You know, when I subscribe to a channel, I watch their videos. You know, I try to watch as many as I can, and I only
try to, but
yeah.
it gets hard.
Oh, it gets overwhelming. But there are some that just keep
1,000 subscriptions.
Yeah, I know. I'm far lower than that, so it's easier for me now. But you know, at least I'll look at a couple of them when I'm considering subscribing. And then those people that I want to ring the bell, I definitely ring the bell. And when it comes up, if it's something that interests me, I'll watch it. Otherwise, I let it go by. But I do watch them. I do watch them. Bob Dip just fixed his computer.
Excellent.
Oh, no. Don't do this, Chrissy. she's posing questions. Judas Priest or Metallica?
Well,
oh yeah, I couldn't choose between those.
I'm a really big early Metallica guy, though. I've seen them numerous times. Judas Priest live too.
I've seen Judas Priest. I have not seen Metallica live. I haven't.
I've seen them way early with Dave Mustaine.
Oh, you did? Wow.
I've seen them with Cliff Burton. I saw him in a nightclub in Anaheim at, I believe it was the Rendezvous. No, maybe not the Rendezvous. I forget the club's name, but it was a really small rock club. And it was their first gig with Jason Newsted from the Dogs from Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
When he came on to play with them. Yeah.
All right, Ed, let's...
AC/DC, Bob Depps, be a buddy. AC/DC are new boys.
Oh, you know what would be fun? If how many people we got left in the chat? It's a late night. Let's get crazy. Want to?
Oh, sure. I'm already there.
I hear you. Yeah, let's get crazy here. You guys are going to pick the questions. You guys throw out a question, and I'll ask Ed. You ready, Ed?
I'm going to have a cigarette for this.
Here we go.
Deep dive.
All right, guys. Pose a question, and I will ask Ed. Now you guys are on the clock. Hey, I know. Did you answer Bob Dip's question?
Yeah.
AC/DC or Newsboys? Ed?
AC/DC.
Ah, very good. Very good.
Oh.
I don't even know Newsboys.
But you said check them out. I'll check them out.
I'll throw you an easy one for the next one, Ed. All right?
Question 2.
All right, Ed. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
I'm so sorry. The answer was gold.
Good God. I am awful fond of gold.
Oh, I thought for sure you'd get that one right. All right, we got a question, so let's move on to...
Coming from you, I should have known.
We got a question in the chat. Hang on. We're going to go to question 3.
Question 3.
All right, Ed. Melons or mosquito bites?
What kind of melons?
I don't know. I wonder what the two have to do with one another. You know, I'm going to be sitting here thinking, well, how are the judges going to rule on this? Melons or mosquito bites, Ed?
Both.
Both? Is that yeah, okay. We're going to give it to you. Since the two are absolutely not related, I don't think. But good question, Eric. Good question. All right, next question.
Question 4.
Okay. All right, Ed. This is one of the bigger ones. Cotton or Charmin?
Cotton to wear, Charmin to wipe.
I got to give you that too. I was actually going to say an old sock when you're in the woods, but we had
Been
that
there,
we had that discussion in Morgan Monroe. Remember?
been there. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna use that. We're gonna use muscle car appraisals.
Final question.
Yep. All right, Ed. Meat, potatoes, or fish and vegetables?
Meat and potatoes.
Right, you are. Well done, sir. Well done. See, I think you did exactly this well in the first one. And now we know even more about Ed that we would have never found out otherwise.
Now with the melons, yes. My mind went straight to the Gateron melon.
Mine too. Mine too. What's that? Blushing melons. Oh, you guys are killing me. It's getting late. All right, Ed. Yeah, we are tired. Thanks again for coming on. We're going to see. By the way, guys, Muscle Car, you weren't here, but I sung your praises because tonight's subject was yours. You actually were the one that sent me a whole group of subject ideas, and I picked this one first. Thanks so much for that. And he says apparently that he's got a video coming out about his new computer setup, Bob's, and somehow my name's all over it. That'll be interesting. And somebody said that I'm moving up in the search algorithm. That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, but tonight, Ed, it's about you. Thanks for being here, man.
Someday you'll have to come on my show and be our guest,
Oh.
and then it could be all about you.
Well, I don't practice on Tuesdays. That's how I'm able to make your show now. Just the invite, dude. you know where I live.
What's your schedule looking for the 23rd?
Oh, geez.
April 23rd.
Oh, man. April 23rd, Tuesday? I'm going to guess that there's not anything going on that Tuesday night. Muscle Car Appraisal says, well, that sounded familiar. It was, dude. I absolutely used that. And it's a good subject matter. I mean, Jim, I don't think you probably caught the head of the show, but do so because it's a very interesting subject. What day was that, Ed, you were talking about?
Well, here, let me...
The 28th of March? No, not 28th.
It's
The 23rd?
23rd of April.
Yep. I'm open, dude.
Or the 7th or 21st of May.
Yeah, I'm open the 23rd. If you think we'll have enough to talk about, I'm game, dude.
Yeah, we can talk about prospecting, music, whatever you want. It's
Well, we'll get to talk
your
about
channel.
we'll get to talk about our trip Saturday. That'll be fun.
Too.
That'll be fun. Oh, look,
I
Spencer
know.
Tainment TV made it. Why aren't you in bed? Don't you have school tomorrow? Hey, I appreciate you being here, Spencer Tainment. I hope everything's working. Oh man, did you see that? He says if I won the lottery, I would buy YouTube and fix it.
Dude, you're inked in. You're not even penciled, Jim. You're inked in.
I'm inked in. Did you hear that, folks? I better put that on my calendar. What? I'm serious. I don't want to forget.
And I think with that night, we'll go with Zoom.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think I actually paid for it.
Oh, wonderful. You had me on the 23rd, right?
23rd, yes, sir.
I just saw Pusa Studios in here a second ago. There he is, listening in. Much love. Love you too, man. I was just telling him that.
Pusha Studios, how you doing?
I was just telling folks that I was so happy that you connected with me and gave me some heads up. It was wonderful, just wonderful. I'm gonna talk to Ed about it Saturday so that he's aware and Yeah,
Hey,
it's
I
all good,
think
man. Thanks so much for that.
Bob Dip wants to see some gold porn.
Gold porn.
Can I show some gold porn before I leave?
Yes, you can. I'll even take you full screen.
Oh no.
Well, not right now, but
Here, actually, I'll show. Wait, you were with me when I got these.
I know. And make sure you put them right in front of your eyes because that looks cool. There you go. I love that. Look at those nuggets, guys. That's Ed's real favorite color.
Yeah, buddy.
Pay no attention to what he answered in the deep dive. Oh, Spencer Entertainment. Yeah, we were talking about that too. That's a gut punch to everyone who's live streaming via mobile phone. That is a gut punch. Man.
Well, it's a good thing you don't do it mobile yet.
Yeah.
But
Well, I thought about
do it mobile Saturday live from the stream.
it's got to be on your account.
Live from Hotel and Creek.
I don't even qualify. It's got to be on your account, Ed.
Oh, well.
Oh, that's sad. That's okay. That's okay. I've got a lot of good friends popping in.
Hey, you're almost halfway there, bro.
I'm almost to 400. I couldn't believe that. That is so cool.
Oh no! What have I been telling you for? Who knows how long?
I know you. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard for you to believe it yourself. You know. Well, that's funny. I don't think I've ever looked at my channel when I was live. Is that weird or not? Oh, cool. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be fun Saturday, dude. And if you want to go live, we can go live.
Well, with the nuggets in my eyes.
Want to see it again?
Well, she
Is that what
was
you
saying. She was saying right on it that would make great channel banner photo. What this?
Hang on just a second. No. Keep them there. Keep them there. There you go. Put your left hand. Make your hands exactly the same, Ed. Oh, that's awesome. Now look up and down a little bit so you get the glare off here. Yeah, I'll be able to capture that. I'm recording it right now. And it'll be much better than the YouTube download. Sweet.
Just call me Gold Eye.
Well, now you got to close out the show just like that, Ed. You don't have to.
I can give it a good try.
No, those are not cataracts.
From my point of view, it sure feels like.
Oh, I bet it does. Close it out like you normally do, Ed.
Everyone, thank you for joining us tonight. May you always have a flash in your pan. You're supposed to go, and you know what he said.
Oh, and you know what he says.
Maybe one day too, we'll meet you. Where's my feet?
You're good. You're good.
On the river. Good night, everybody. Take care.
No, I'm not going all night flying with Stan, but thanks for coming, man. We're closing it down. That was Ed's goodbye, and I'm getting ready to do mine. We've gone 2 hours tonight, which is arguably a weeknight record for the video calling show. So I both Ed and I have things to do tomorrow. So Ed, thanks for being here, man. It's always a hell of a lot of fun.
My pleasure. I always have a great time when I'm on your show, Jim.
We'll have you back, and I'll be more polished on my deep dive. Actually, it went really well. I love that idea, though. Did you like that idea, having the chat come up with questions? I think that's fantastic.
That was cool.
Yeah. All right, buddy. We
There beats your plain sheet of paper.
yeah. Oh, come on now. This is a different sheet every time. I've got an entire room full of monkeys typing this stuff out. Yeah, but make sure you do call me when you get in town so you can get the address, and then, well, I don't even need the address because I know where I'm going. Just the time to meet there. At,
Yeah.
yeah.
We could. I know we're going to his job. Take care of that thing before we meet you. So.
That's fine. You just.
How far are you from Monrovia? About a half hour?
Oh, no. It's more like 45 to an hour. Because I'm all the way on the other side of Indianapolis.
Yeah, you're on the east side.
Yeah.
Heading out on 70, right?
Right. But I used to be in a band out there, and it usually took me about 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It shouldn't take him too long to do his thing, but when we get there, I'll give you a buzz.
Okay.
No, I'll call you when I get to Patrick's tomorrow, and we'll bash heads or whatever and see what's going on, and get him on a wake-up time for sure. Because like I told you earlier, I want to be in it's going to be a beautiful day Saturday, so
yeah, hopefully the rain will hold off.
We need to run some material through some boxes and send you home with a lot more gold than you went home with 3 weekends ago.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it. All right, buddy. I'll catch your call tomorrow night then.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night, Ed.
Will do, sir. Thank you very much, Joe.
Hey, thank you, buddy.
Did you enjoy this video? Well, you made it to the end, so I'm going to assume that you did. If you want to see where we take this, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell right now. That way you won't miss out on future videos and guests. Also, make sure you comment, like, and share to help build this unique community. Thanks again for watching, and remember, always treat others as you want to be treated. See you live.